Carson, Miles, and Harper on the ice to start the game. 15 minutes on the clock. Hudson wins that faceoff back to Miles, throws it up to Carson, and Hudson's going to pick that up and send it in deep. Pelly first one in, works behind the net here, tries to throw it in front. Off the goalie's leg pad, and Tampa Bay looks for a breakout. Miles picks it up in the neutral zone, sends it back up the wall. Hudson's going to send it back in the zone here and go for a change. Pelly first one in on the forecheck. Here comes Hiram and Owen. Tampa Bay gets the puck out of the zone, but Pelly sends it right back in, goes for a change. So does Carson. Steven and Nolan and Calvin jump on the ice. Tampa Bay through the neutral zone decides to dump it in cross ice. They'll make their first change. Nolan picks up the puck, stops, waits for a second. Really? Puck skips out of the zone off a Steven stick. Tampa Bay's going to pick this up, regroup, and try to enter up again. Hiram gets a piece of that. Steven picks puck up, wheels past one defender here, gets a pretty good back check and loses the puck there. Owen steps up, keeps that puck in the zone momentarily, sends it in deep for Hiram. Steven on a forecheck there. This looks like he's going to commit a penalty as Tampa Bay loses the puck here, and Scouts will come in on a power play or penalty kill. Parker, Brianna, Miles, and Kyle on the ice for the penalty kill here. Steven will be in the box for put some time up. We'll assume a minute and 30. There's some beep in there. We might get it. Minute 30. Penalty kill here. Face off one back by Tampa Bay. Defense steps up, sends a puck through the middle, and it's blocked. Kyle's going to pick this puck up. There's a 3-on-2 for the moment. Tries to make a move, misses it. Parker picks it up, and he's going to take it back, send it over to Miles. Miles sends it back up the ice. And dumped in by Tampa Bay. Kyle with a bit of time here. One back by Tampa Bay behind the net, and they'll go to work on the power play. Sent back forward to the D guy. D to D pass. Sent through the middle on ice. Skips around a bit. And knocked away. Tampa Bay plays it back down low. Miles is going to pick it up and send it up the wall. Held in by Tampa Bay. And sent back deep. Tampa Bay tries to throw the puck in front of the net, and it bounces off of our goalie's leg pad or skate and ends up in the net. Trying to pass it, just ends up in the back of the net. I believe that's Kenton in net. Not an intentional shot whatsoever, just a pass to the middle and happens to deflect in, lands across the line. Tampa Bay wins the faceoff here. Hudson, Pelly, Carson, Nolan, and Harper on the ice. Tampa Bay enters the zone again. Taken away by Hudson. Hudson's going to wheel around the net here and tries to throw it up the ice, but it deflects into the middle. Sent back up to the Tampa Bay defenseman, who throws it back up the wall. Carson plays it out. Nice breakout pass. Just a little ahead of Pelly there. Nice breakout from Tampa Bay coming here, and they've got a 2-on-1. He wheels, turns, sends it across, and Nolan breaks that up. Throws it down to the corner. Pelly sends it through the middle, but held in by Tampa Bay, and they throw it back on net. Harper picks up the puck, plays it up the wall to Hudson, who tries to send it out of the zone. It held in by Tampa Bay, but Hudson does eventually get it out. He's got a 2-on-1 here with Pelly. Back check coming. He turns, he looks, decides to shoot. It bounces in. They're going to call that in. Hits the top corner and bounces out, but they're going to call that it crossed the line, and Hudson ties the score. 1-1, 11:25 left in the first. Calvin, Hiram, Steven, Owen, and Miles on the ice. What was that? Face off, one forward by Hiram. Picks it up. He's got Steven backdoor. Sends it over to him, but it's behind him. Tampa Bay sends it up and out of the zone, and Miles carries in. Everyone touches up on time. Makes a move here. Sends a shot backhanded, but it's deflected. Tampa Bay breaks out. Sends a cross-ice pass out in front. Miles picks it up again. He's going to stop for a second. Taken away by Tampa Bay. Good forecheck from Steven. And Calvin pokes it away. He's got the puck in the offensive zone here. Sends it in deep. Tampa Bay picks it up behind the net, sends it up the wall and out of the zone. Icing waved off. Miles works behind the net, sends a pass over to Steven. Steven takes a minute, skates through the zone, loses the puck, jumps off the stick, sent back in deep by Tampa Bay. Hiram picks it up, sends it over to Calvin. Calvin's going to look for Steven, and it goes behind him. Forward change coming for the Scouts. Luke, Bree, Parker jump on with Kyle. Stretch pass from Tampa Bay coming here. Player misses on the shot. Scouts get caught in the change there. Kyle there to break that up and scare the puck off the forward stick. Face-off won by Kansas City, but sent back in by Tampa Bay. Kyle's going to pick this puck up, turns and looks, misses on that puck, tries to get it up to Luke there. Does get that puck up to Luke, and Tampa Bay sends it back to their D guy. It bounces out of the zone. Brianna on the forecheck here. Puck sent back in. Harper's going to pick it up and gets it out of the zone. Luke here. Luke sends it over to Parker, a little behind him here. Puck skips through the neutral zone and makes it in. Puck still on the line there, makes it out and taken offside.
She's trying to hold back.
Yeah. Pelly, Carson, Hudson, Miles, and Nolan on the ice. Neutral zone faceoff coming. 9:29 left in the first. Faceoff won by Hudson to Miles. Sends it right over to Pelly. Hits the wall and chipped into the zone. Hudson's going to pick this up. He's got Carson with him. Backdoor. Tries to send it across the crease there, but poked off of his stick by a defender. Hudson goes to work behind the net here. Sent in, bounces off the pipe, floats in the middle. No one there. Tampa Bay eventually knocks it out of the zone here. And they're going to gain the red line and send it in deep. Puck skips out of the zone, and Steven picks it up. He's got a breakaway here all by himself. Shoots it, and goalie well prepared for that one. Closes out on Steven and forces Steven to a bad angle here, and he shoots it right into the glove. Hiram and Calvin are going to join Steven with Kyle and Owen backing him up. Offensive zone faceoff. Tampa Bay's going to win this faceoff, but Hiram gains it right back and sends it right past the goalie's leg pad for another Kansas City Scouts goal. Puck floated in the middle there. Looks like Tampa Bay was about to pick it up. Hiram found it, wheels to the middle, and scores.
They got the stop on their jerseys like Minnesota.
Yeah, I saw that. Face off, picked up by Kansas City. Kyle plays it off the wall to Steven and into the zone. Looks like that puck jumped over the line. We're going to get a neutral zone face off. Face off one back to Owen, but it lands on his skates, picked up by a Tampa Bay player, but good back check from Hiram there with Kyle there in position to take it away. Tampa Bay picks it up, works behind the net here, and Kyle's going to send that up the wall. Calvin tries to pick that up, can't get a hold of it. Tampa Bay back below the goal line here. Sends it out in front, no one there, but kept in. D-guy picks it up, shoots from the point, block shot by Steven. Way to get in front of that. Played through the neutral zone. Tampa Bay's going to pick it up and tries to get a hold of it, carried in, ends up having to dump it in before scouts get over to him. Puck bounces off the wall, stays in the zone, and skips out. Hiram had that for a moment, but Tampa Bay picks it up, throws it across the red line, works to get it back in the zone here. Two on two, 3 on 2 now for Tampa Bay. They shoot wide. Brandon, Parker, Luke jump on the ice here. Owen and Kyle still on. Puck rimmed around. Kyle picks it up, sends it up the wall to Brianna. Brianna sends it over to Luke. Parker picks this puck up, tries to get it through the middle, and he's going to take it below the goal line and go to work. Sends it right over to Luke. Great pass. Luke sends it back around the wall. Nolan's going to step up, keeps that puck in for a moment. Parker tries to play it, misses on it. Nolan working again to keep it in, does so. Bree sends it back in deep. Luke first on the forecheck here. Tampa Bay breakout pass coming, and Nolan and Harper are there in position. Played back up the wall, sent wide by the D guy, and Luke should be the first one there. Makes a move, gets around this guy, plays it through the neutral zone and into the scouts zone here. D to D pass coming for Tampa Bay. Parker bugs him a little, forces a pass, sent back up the wall by Hudson. Tampa Bay breakout pass, tries to wheel through the neutral zone here and poke back in the zone by Hudson. Rimmed around by Tampa Bay. Parker's all over it for a moment. Wheeled through the neutral zone by Tampa Bay now. 1 on 2. Tampa Bay player takes it wide, shoots, bounces through Kenton, but it rolls through the blue part of the crease there and stays out of the net. Tampa Bay, all the time in the world here as he wheels around the ice. Hudson takes it off his stick for him, sends it over to Carson. Carson chips it up the wall and out of the zone. Probably tries to get it back there with possession. Can't get it. Now he does. Sent over to Carson. Great pass. Touches that over to Carson. Carson makes a move and loses the puck. Tampa Bay through the neutral zone with speed. Picked up by Hiram. Back check by Carson there. Puck sent on net. Turned away by Kenton. Carson cross ice pass to Pelly. He's got Hiram with him. Sends it in deep, and Hiram's going to go try to pick this thing up. Miles and Kyle jump on D. Steven hops out. Puck sent in deep for an icing. 4:50 in the first period. Still 2-1 Scouts.
It's not having fun at debate today.
Oh, no.
1 and 2, like, could just don't make sense. I think he said that last time. I don't think they understand for hearing it.
Offensive zone face-off coming for the Scouts here. Hiram, Calvin, Steven, Harper, and Kyle on the ice right now. Tampa Bay wins a face-off. He's going to skate through the middle here, send it cross ice, knocked down by Calvin. Great job there. Pass by Hiram into the middle. Steven takes it back to the outside. He turns, makes a move, loses the puck, but Calvin picks it up. Calvin's going to play it back below the goal line, and Hiram's going to send it back, rim it around for Calvin. Calvin's going to pick this up, go to work below the goal line. Tries to get in front of the net, turned away by the goalie. Continuing to work, rims it back around to, draws a penalty in the process, trying to get the puck over to Steven and gets tripped. Power play unit comes on for the Scouts. It's going to be Miles, Steven, Pelly, Hudson, and Hiram. Minute and 30 on the power play here. 4:12 left in the first. Hudson wins that back to Miles. He's going to skate it in, send it over to Steven. Steven's going to walk it in and shoots it in. Not sure if that was deflected or not. Looks like everyone's going to Steven, so I think that went straight in. That's going to be a goal for Steven on the power play. Power play goal is going to bring Nolan, Miles, Brianna, Parker, and Luke on the ice. 3-1 Scouts. 4:06 in the first. Good job by the Scouts there, getting in front of the net. Steven walking it in, taking a good shot.
I forgot what number it was. Man.
Face off floats in the middle here, but picked up by Tampa Bay and sent on net. Kenton's going to glove that. Face off, won by Tampa Bay, sent back into the zone. Played below the goal line. They're going to look to throw it in front. Gets through. Luke's going to pick it up and have a little time to skate it out of the zone here. Gets through the neutral zone, but taken away by a Tampa Bay player. Nolan pokes that puck off the stick of that player, and Luke joins him on a back check. Chipped up the wall, but picked up by a Tampa Bay D guy, and Kenton's just going to collect this thing. Full change for the Scouts is going to bring Hudson, Carson, Pelly, Harper, and Kyle on the ice. Face-off won by Tampa Bay, sent back to the D guy. Deflected through the middle, gets on net. Picked up by Harper. He's going to send it forward to Carson, but jumps past the stick as Carson blocks a shot there. Picked up by Tampa Bay again, and they're going to get this puck back in the zone and throw it over the net. Pelly's going to pick this up, sends it forward to Hudson. Oh, Hudson had a chance there, but poked away by Tampa Bay. Hudson picks it up, chips it off the wall. He's got Pelly with him here. Sent back up the wall, but Carson's right there and rims out all the way around to Pelly. Pelly turns, looks, tries to throw it down to Hudson, but it's deflected. Keeps it in the corner here as they go to work. Tampa Bay picks it up, throws it behind the net, and they're going to break out. Carson in on a nice back check there. Play broken up. We got a push in the back there as Harper shoved to the ice. Not really a hockey play. I'm not sure how we didn't draw a penalty on that, but he's up and we're playing. Carson picks the puck up, sends it over to Hiram. That's going to get time for Pelly and Carson to make a change. Steven jumps on the ice. Hiram drops the puck back to him. Wheels through the middle, loses the puck. Calvin jumps on here with Miles and Owen. Tampa Bay through the zone with speed. Takes it wide. Gets it below the goal line. Tries to throw it out in front. Kicked away. Sent back up to their D. They're going to shoot. It's deflected. Hiram tries to glove that, and it changes trajectory of that puck, but it goes wide. Penalty coming here. And they're going to call a slash on Owen. Penalty kill for the Scouts will include Miles, Hiram, Steven, and Harper. Minute 30 on the power penalty kill and a minute 40 on the game clock in the first period. Face off tied up by Hiram, sent in front of the net, and Kenton's going to choose to cover that. Face off one forward by Hiram, and he pokes it off of the Tampa Bay player's stick. He's going to have a shot, look at a shot here. Takes that shot. It does go right into the goalie, and he covers it before Steven gets there on the rebound. Face off one forward by Hiram, picked up by Tampa Bay. They'll look to break out on their penalty or power play here. Sent out of the zone. Harper's going to send it cross ice, but it's picked off, tipped away by Tampa Bay, and goes on net. Kenton's going to cover that one too. Changes for both teams here. Scouts are going to bring on Nolan, Luke, Parker, and Kyle. Face off one by Tampa Bay, back to their defense, sends it D to D right here. Luke slips, but he closes back out and deflects that puck there. Rebounds in front of the net. Finally, the puck gets out of there, and Nolan's going to send that out of the zone, picked up by Tampa Bay here as they look to regroup. Cross ice pass.
Good job.
Gets Tampa Bay in the zone. They shoot. It goes over the net. Parker, Kyle work to get this out of the zone. They do. Parker's going to protect it up the wall here. Sends it into the zone. Not deep enough.
Go, boys. Let's go, boys.
But it does get us out of danger for the moment. Tampa Bay wheels to the middle. They shoot. It's on ice. Turned away by Kenton. Lots of rebounds coming here. And they bang at it, so it looks like it goes in. And referees are going to talk about this one. Not much conversation there. It looks like they're going for the goal here. .28 seconds left in the first. Score is 3-2 now, off of a Tampa Bay power play goal. Hudson ties it up there in the middle. Pelly, Carson, Miles, and Harper on the ice with him. Puck sent into the zone by Tampa Bay, immediately played back out by Kansas City. Hudson plays it up the wall, and a cross-ice pass is going to get Tampa Bay in the zone here. Shoots it, but it's deflected by Miles over the net. Tampa Bay plays it behind the net here, and time will run out on the first period. 3-2 is the current score. Shots on goal, 6 for Kansas City, 16 for Tampa Bay. Puck drop for the second period here. Hudson picks it up and is going to carry us offside. He's got Pelly, Carson, Nolan, and Miles on the ice with him. Looks like a goalie change coming here for Tampa Bay.
Good job, Braden.
Face off won by Tampa Bay, and they get into their zone. Sends it through the crease. Played to the wall by Kenton. Nolan's trying to pick this puck up here. Rimmed around by Tampa Bay, and Hudson's going to send that over to Carson. Carson tries to play it out of the zone, but misses. Picked up by Tampa Bay. Makes a move, but Nolan breaks that up. Sent back through the middle. Kenton's going to stop it with a leg pad and cover it up. Hiram, Calvin, Steven, Owen, and Harper jump on the ice. Hiram wins the faceoff, plays it back to Harper. Harper sends it over to Calvin, but it's knocked away by Tampa Bay, and they'll go to work behind the net here. Harper plays it up the wall. Tampa Bay again there, in the way. Turned away by Kenton as the shot goes in on net. He's going to cover this one up. Kyle Miles will jump on here on D. Tampa Bay wins that faceoff, sends it back to their D guy. He's going to throw it wide of the net. Sent through the middle and picked up by Miles. Tries to play it out. Can't get enough on it. Sent back in again. Deflected. Goes wide. And Miles is there to break that up. Sent back in again by Tampa Bay. Rimmed around, and Calvin's got a moment here. He's turning, makes a move. Tries to beat that defender. Can't do it. Sent back up to Calvin by Kyle, and Calvin's going to take this wide in the zone. Dumps it in. Rimmed around, no one there to pick it up, so Tampa Bay's going to collect it, and puck jumps between Steven's legs here. Miles picks this up, sends it over the net, gloved by the goalie, and bounces into the middle. Hiram's going to pick it up, send it back below the goal line. Now Steven jumps in on a forecheck here. Works with the puck. Too many Tampa Bay Bulls around him there, though. Played up the wall and out of the zone by Tampa Bay. Nice back check from Calvin there as Miles steps over to play this. Sent in deep by Tampa Bay. Calvin's going to pick it up. Loses the puck for a moment, and Tampa Bay collects it behind the net. Wins it back. Calvin does. Makes a move and gets it on a stick. Sends it up to Hiram, but it's a little far ahead. Hiram's going to knock this thing out of the zone. And the puck goes up and stays in play. Looked like it was going to get over the wall there for a moment, so I think everyone froze. Tampa Bay works behind the net.
Go get it, Mason.
Sent back up to their D guy. D to D pass. Puck deflected. Puck sent in on net. Tampa Bay Bull player deflects it, and it gets between the legs of Kenton. Tough puck to play. .12:18 left in the first with Luke, Parker, Brianna, Harper, and Nolan on the ice. Face-off won by Kansas City as Luke carries this into the zone. Holding off that defender strong. Looks like there's no penalty there. He's just dragged down to the ice. Tampa Bay plays it up the wall and out of the zone. Nolan sends it back up the wall. And Tampa Bay is going to pick that up. Harper forces a bad shot here, and the puck jumps in the middle for Tampa Bay. Played below the goal line. They're looking to get it in front. They do. They send a shot on net. D-to-D pass for Tampa Bay. Another deflected shot. Goes wide this time. Played back down below the goal line. Nolan picks it up, sends it over to Luke, and Luke's just going to play this thing out of the zone. We've got a penalty coming here. Not sure if we have the penalty high sticking here or just a puck played with a stick that was too high. Referees will take a moment and talk about this. Power play unit jumps on in the meantime. Pelly, Hiram, Hudson, Steven, and Miles. Looks like there will be a penalty. It is a high sticking penalty, and
I feel like if it takes 10 minutes to figure it out, maybe it's not a penalty. Maybe we just play on.
yeah, I'm not sure what the explanation there is, but we do have a penalty. Kansas City will go on the power play here. 11:21 left in the second period here. Minute 30 power play coming up. Puck is dropped, and Pelly picks it up, sends it back to Steven, who sends it right over to Miles. Miles is going to pick it up, take it wide, tries to send it on net. Tampa Bay player blocks it with a shin guard. Puck floats in the middle there, and Tampa Bay picks it up, plays it out of their zone, through the neutral zone, and into their offensive zone. They're going to shoot on net, and it's gloved by Kenton. D-zone faceoff coming here. Minute 11 left on the power play. Miles picks it up, sends it over to Pelly. Pelly turns and looks. He's going to send it up to Hudson. Knocked away by Tampa Bay player, and they're going to send that puck back in deep. Steven goes behind the net, picks it up, turns, takes a look, sends it over to Hiram. Hiram's going to hang on to this puck for a moment and then decides to pass over to Hudson off the wall. Puck knocked out of the zone, and we're going to get a tripping call here.
Oh, we got 3.
Looks like another penalty, tripping penalty on Tampa Bay here. So we're going to play 5-on-3 for 47 seconds. Same power play unit here.
Five on 3, drop the puck.
Hudson wins it back. Steven sends it over to Miles. Miles picks this puck up. He's going to walk this puck in for a moment, sends it over to Steven, a little out in front. Steven's going to send it in on net. Turned away by the goalie. Leg pad save. Steven picks it up again off that rebound. This one goes off the post on that shot. Hudson sends it back to Miles. Miles walks it in again. He turns, he looks at Steven, sends it on net. Off the glove of the goalie here. Tampa Bay trying to get this out of their zone. They've only got 3
Good job, Dave.
defenders here, and Pelly just sends a pass to the middle. Shot gets on net, but Tampa Bay picks it up. 12 seconds left for 5-on-3. Face off won by Tampa Bay. They're going to Try to get out of the zone, sends it over to Steven instead. Steven tries to send a pass to Miles, tipped away by Tampa Bay. Hiram does pick this puck up, sends it below the goal to Pelly. Pelly turns and looks for something in the middle, sends it cross crease. Just a little too much on it for Hudson. And Tampa Bay plays it out here. They've got a one-on-two here. Plays it around Miles, and Hiram steps over to break that play up. Nice job. Played back in by Tampa Bay. It's 5-on-4 for another 20 seconds. Tampa Bay just taking advantage of the offensive zone time here. Sends a puck wide of the net, but they're first on it. Steven knocks that away, and Kansas City's going to pick this up. Miles tries to play it. Good forecheck by Tampa Bay coming in. They keep this puck in the zone. They're full strength. D-to-D pass. They're going to turn and fire this up the wall. Played into the zone, but hits the referee. Still gets that puck below the goal line. And they'll be the first ones there. Plays it around. Steven picks it up. Looks to work to the middle here. Broken up by Hudson. Hudson tries to send it up to Pelly. Deflected, and we're going to draw a penalty. Tampa Bay's going to draw a penalty here. I think it's going to be Hudson on a tripping call. Touched by Pelly. Hudson will go to the box, and Scouts will be on the penalty kill instead. Parker, Bree, Nolan, and Harper. .8:37 left in the second. Tie game, 3-3. Face-off won back by Tampa Bay. Played D-to-D. Brianna's got a chance to get this puck out of the zone here. And does that. Parker's in a foot race here. Tries to keep that puck in the zone. Tampa Bay coming up the ice. Stretch pass for a 2-on-2 here. Both defenders back in good position. Harper breaks that up. Nice job. Played back up the wall. And an open Tampa Bay player here is going to take a shot through traffic, deflected up and out of play. Minute left on the power play here. Penalty kill, excuse me. 4 new coming on. Owen, Carson, Luke, and Miles. Carson wins that faceoff back to Miles, shakes a defender and plays it up off the wall and out of the zone. Carson on the horse here on a forecheck. Does a nice job forcing that decision there, but Tampa Bay is going to pick this up and work through the neutral zone. Sends it cross ice. Luke's there. Picks that puck up. Nice back check from Tampa Bay. But Carson and Luke win it back. Luke sends it in deep. Nice job. Goes for a change here. Calvin jumps on. And Carson working hard below the goal line here as Tampa Bay can't get a breakout. They finally get one up the wall and out of the zone. 2-on-1 coming with a nice back check from Calvin. They shoot it. It goes wide. Sent back in, hits the outside of the net, and Calvin plays that puck through the middle. Carson's going to pick it up, but sent back in, held in by Tampa Bay. Owen works behind the net here, jumps off of his stick, and Calvin picks it up, plays it up the wall. Picked up by Tampa Bay's defenseman. Cross ice pass. Hudson jumps back on. We're full strength here. Puck sent through the middle. As Miles picks this up in the corner. Works around the net. Another puck through the middle, broken up by Miles. Carson's going to send it up and out of the zone. No icing here. Calvin Hudson on a forecheck, rimmed around, out of the zone, and a Tampa Bay player is going to be the first one there. Picks it up with speed, 2-on-2. Takes it wide. He's going to send it cross crease. It's a great pass and a great play there as the Tampa Bay forward gets in behind the defender and pass thrown through the crease. Hits a stick and goes in. They'll take a 1-goal lead. 6:29 left in the second. Stephen, Calvin, Hiram, Harper, and Kyle on the ice. Face off one forward and pushed into the zone by the Scouts. Tampa Bay is going to pick it up. Wheel behind the net. Hiram on a great forecheck here.
Move it!
Clean breakout coming for Tampa Bay. Well, for a moment it was clean. Picked up by Hudson and played back in. Stretch pass through the middle is going to get the puck in the zone here. Kyle's on the defense and knocks it out of the zone. Yes, Calvin's going to pick this puck up and wheel through the neutral zone. He loses it. Tampa Bay throws it in deep. Kyle, first one on it. Picks it up, plays it around the forechecker, plays it around another forechecker. He's got space here. Sends it up to Steven, but it's knocked away by a Tampa Bay player, and they play it back to the neutral zone. Sends it in deep. Tampa Bay works behind the net, sends it out to their D guy. He's going to throw it back in. Steven works along the wall here, but the puck jumps out to the defender, sends it D to D. He's going to walk it in and shoot. Blocker save for Kenton. Steven's got the puck with time here. Turns, jumps off of the stick for a moment, back check, takes the puck away from him, and picked up by Tampa Bay. Harper goes to work along the wall here. Shot on net, turned away, and the rebound jumps below the goal line, picked up by Tampa Bay, wrapped around for a goal. (5-3) Tampa Bay, 4:48 left in the second. Center ice faceoff coming here. Calvin, Parker, Brianna, Nolan, and Miles on the ice. D to D pass here gets Tampa Bay out of their zone and into ours. Miles is the first one there, but forecheck one. Pass intercepted by Parker. He's got Brianna with him. Calvin skating down his left. Parker's going to take it through the middle, makes a move and puts it just past the goalie wide. Parker, nice poke here to keep that puck in the zone. Goes to work, tries to make a move, and puck jumps up to Nolan. Nolan sends it back in deep. Calvin keeps that in the zone by blocking a pass there with his leg pad. Brianna jumps in on the forecheck here. Tampa Bay decides to keep it on their stick, wheel through the middle. Saucer pass gets over the stick of Calvin there. Miles picks it up, wheels around the net, turns, he's looking, plays it up the wall to Carson. And Carson's able to contest that and get it out of the zone. Pushed back in by Tampa Bay offside. Neutral zone faceoff. What do you got for shots now?
I got it 3 to 10. What do you guys got?
Getting closer.
We don't keep track of stats.
Yeah.
That's what I was asking you.
Gotcha.
Tampa Bay dominating the shot on goal count here, 23-10. Miles picks this puck up and rims it around for Pelly. Pelly takes a shot there as the defender steps up and plays the puck back into the zone. Cross ice pass from Hudson, skips out of the zone. Played back up the wall, and Pelly's going to pick it up. Win it up the wall. He's got Carson with him. Poked off of Pelly's stick for a moment. He gets it into the middle. Rebound brings it back out to Hudson, but tied up by a Tampa Bay back checker.
Keep going.
3-on-2 with a Carson back check coming here. Drop pass for Tampa Bay, and they choose to skip in the zone below the net. Tries to send a pass up the wall here, and he collects it, keeps it in the zone for a moment. That play's broken up by Hudson. Nolan goes to work here along the wall. Tampa Bay wins it below the goal line. And they'll turn, throw it out in front. Picked off by Hudson. Kicked over to Carson. Carson goes to work along the wall here. Tampa Bay, vicious forecheck, keeps that puck in yet again. Shot fired past the net. Dangerous shot in the middle there. D-Guy sends one through the middle, deflected by Tampa Bay, but does not get that on net. Scouts having trouble getting the puck out of the zone here. Sends it back out to the D, who plays it back down below the goal line. Hudson picks it up, forecheck on him, makes a move, skips around that defender. Miles is going to pick it up, play it off the wall, and this puck will get out of the zone. Steven's got the puck here. He's got lots of bulls around him, tries to make a move. Just too many players there.
Good job, Levi.
Broken out again by Tampa Bay. Or kicks it off a skate to his stick, shoots and finds the opposite corner on Kenton there. 6-3 Tampa Bay, minute 40 left in the second. Center ice face off with Hiram, Luke, Steven, Harper, and Owen on the ice. One forward by Hiram. Owen's going to pick this up and send it in the zone. Luke will be the first one in on the forecheck. Rimmed around by Tampa Bay. They'll look to break out again. Out of the zone, cross ice pass too far in front. Touched by Owen, so we're going to get the icing waved off, and Owen turns, wheels around the net here, changes direction of the ice, and plays it back up the wall to Steven. Kept in by Tampa Bay. They send a pass through the middle. Player misses on that one-timer there. Harper plays it up and out of the zone. Hiram jumps in on a forecheck with Luke. Tampa Bay will play it through the neutral zone again and then shoots on net. This one goes right into Kenton. .55 seconds left in the second. Calvin Parker, Brianna, Kyle, and Miles jump on the ice. D-zone faceoff coming up. Faceoff tied up in the middle and won by Parker. Good back check there, and Parker falls down or was dragged down. Either way, Tampa Bay picks up the puck. Sends a shot in, but blocked by Miles. Wraparound attempt denied by Miles there as he meets that player on the other side of the net. Played back in by Tampa Bay. They'll pick the puck up here. Shoot and deflected, turned away. Nice save by Kenton there as that puck changed trajectories. Bree's going to pick this puck up in the corner. Taken away by Tampa Bay, and Miles will pick it up. Turns and looks, sends it over to Calvin. Too much on that pass as it jumps away. This one played up the wall, but held in by Tampa Bay. 5 seconds left in the period here. Miles is going to just run the clock out here, sends it back up the wall, and that'll be the end of the second. 6-3 at the end of the second period here. Third period starts here with Hudson tying up a face-off in the middle. Yeah.
You gotta step our game up on that side. You guys don't work on the videos. But
Puck played in by Tampa Bay. Nolan goes back to get it. He's joined on D by Miles and then Hudson, Pelly, Carson, the forwards here. Puck played back in the zone by Tampa Bay, but Scouts try to get it out. Played back in. Kenton turns that shot away. Rebound knocked away by Miles and loses the puck momentarily. Picked up by Tampa Bay, and they get it in the back of the net.
Way to go, Romano!
Luke, Steven, Hiram, Harper, and Kyle jump on the ice for a center ice face-off here. 11:08 left in the third period, and it looks like this is a running clock period. Face-off one forward. Hiram gets this puck into the zone here. Luke picks it up, makes a move through the middle, and loses the puck, but it does go below the goal line here. Played around Steven by a Tampa Bay defenseman. Cross-ice pass deflected away by Hiram, ends up in the Tampa Bay zone, and they'll play it in deep. Kyle picks it up, works in the corner here, sends it up to Steven. Steven picks it up, makes a move, gets around a defender there, and draws a penalty with an interference call. Luke and Hiram 2-on-1. Luke kicks that to Hiram. Hiram takes it in and sends a backhand in on net, but the goalie plays it well and keeps it out of the net. A nice pass by Luke there. He loses it off his stick and kicks it over to Hiram. We do have a penalty. I think they're probably trying to remember who committed it. Player knew what he did. He was already at the box. Power play coming up with Miles, Kyle, Hiram, Steven, scratch Kyle, add Harper, and Luke's in. Hiram wins it back to Steven, but poked away by Tampa Bay out of the zone. Harper picks it up, plays it up the wall. Little in front of Luke there as Tampa Bay picks it up, but Hiram's all over it. Tampa Bay can't get this puck out. Luke's going to pick it up, throws a pass over to Steven. Steven turns and shoots one. It gets on net, poked in. That goal is going to go. I'm not sure who got that. Hiram, too aggressive on the celebration, brings Harper down there. Who got that? Did you see? Was that Steven or was that Hiram? I think they're pointing at Steven. Regardless, it's in the back of the net. 4-7. Kansas City still down by 3. 9:20 in the third. Running clock still. Bree, Parker, Calvin, Kyle, and Harper on the ice. Tampa Bay face-off one, but Parker picks it up, jumps it over the stick of a player, and it's knocked off of his immediately. Parker's going to try to pick it up. He loses it, loses his footing too. Rimmed around by Tampa Bay. Calvin in on a forecheck. Tampa Bay sends it back in their own zone. Rims it around. Bree jumps in on a forecheck, jumps over her stick, and played out of the zone by Tampa Bay. 2-on-1 coming here. He's going to send it over to his partner, who's going to take a shot. Goes over the net.
Good job, Pisa.
Calvin works behind the net here. Now Kyle will go in the corner, pick it up, send it up ice. It does go to a Tampa Bay player. Sent back in, turned away by Kenton off of a leg pad save. Tampa Bay player falls here, and Parker's going to pick that up, make a move into another Tampa Bay player. Brianna picks it up here, sends it forward to Calvin. Calvin loses it for a moment. Parker able to stay onside there. So another penalty here by Tampa Bay, and Scouts will go on the power play with Steven, Miles, Pelly, Hudson, and Hiram. Looks like Parker was dragged into the wall there as he tries to stay on sides for Calvin. draws a penalty in the process. Scouts win the faceoff as Hudson goes below the goal line, tries to get a shot on net as he brings it back across the red line there. Pelly holds a defender off momentarily, and Hudson goes to work in the corner. Tied up by Tampa Bay. Hudson rims it around.
Colin, look up, buddy. Look up.
Steven steps up, plays that puck back into the zone, and Hiram protects with his body here. 2 Tampa Bay Bulls jump on it, but Hiram comes up with it. Miles takes the puck, sends it in a little high, but deflected down by Hiram, and it bounces out to the side. Tampa Bay's going to pick it up, dump it in deep. 6:43 on the clock here. Stretch pass, touched. Miles sends a nice stretch pass to Pelly, touched by Tampa Bay, so the ice is going to be waved off here, and Scouts will go to work in their own zone. Played forward by Miles, but Tampa Bay's right there to pick it up, and they'll send it in deep. One back by Tampa Bay here. Tampa Bay content to just keep it in the corner here as time's running out on the power play, and they'll be even strength. Refs will blow that dead, and we'll get changes from both teams. 6 minutes in the third. Owen, Harper, Luke, Carson, and Parker on the ice. Face-off tied up. Won by Tampa Bay. Shot deflected by Harper, I believe, and Luke goes to the wall to play it. Held in by Tampa Bay. Luke continues to work. Gets that puck out of the zone this time. Tampa Bay D-to-D pass while they regroup, and they'll chip it back in the zone. Harper plays it up the wall. Carson can't keep that puck on the wall, and it'll go back down below the goal line. Now Carson will have a chance here. Skips that one out of the zone. Icing waved off. Carson plays that in the zone. Parker's going to pick it up. Loses it for a moment. And loses it again.
Come on, Mark.
Owen steps up, tries to play that back in. It's deflected. 2-on-1 coming here. Back check from Carson coming. They back and forth passing there. Nice. Broken up by Carson on the back check. Kenton pokes that puck away, trying to get the puck frozen here, and eventually does. That's a nice back check and defensive play there from the Scouts as Tampa Bay had some great passing back and forth there, and Kenton pokes that puck away and gets it froze. Hiram, Luke, Steven, Nolan, and Kyle on the ice. Hiram wins his face-off forward. He's got a breakaway as he pokes it up the ice, turns, he shoots into the glove of the Tampa Bay goalies. The Tampa Bay goalies do a good job of closing out on shooters and getting out of that net, taking away angles. Scouts with opportunities there to fake a shot and maybe try to get around the goalie. Good depth control there from both of Tampa Bay's goalies so far as they attack shooters. Offensive zone faceoff won by Hiram. Hiram sends it to the middle. Stevens there. He shoots, deflected. Bounces through the crease, but Tampa Bay picks it up and sends it forward for a breakout. Hiram on a back check keeps that in. Stevens going to pick that up. He turns, he takes another shot, and gloved by Tampa Bay. Pelly, Hudson, Carson, Miles, and Harper will jump out on the ice here. 3 minutes left on the clock. Still 7-4. Tampa Bay Bulls ahead by 3. Hudson wins that faceoff back to Harper, but it jumps over his stick and out of the zone. He's going to turn and send it over to Miles. Miles turns and looks, delays for a second, sends a nice stretch pass up to Hudson. Knocked away by Tampa Bay, though, and it'll come out of the zone again. D-to-D pass, Miles to Harper. Pelly picks that up, and rightfully so, as it was going to be picked off by a Tampa Bay player. Played back up the wall. Hudson chips it around the wall. He turns, he looks, he shoots. It's off the post. And Pelly will work below the goal line here. Drops it back to Hudson. Tied up by Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay will pick it up. Loses the puck momentarily, but skips it out of the zone. Lands on the stick of a Tampa Bay player, but Harper's back there. Sends a pass across the middle. Harper with a diving save to get that off his stick and out of the middle. It's a great defensive play there. Hudson tries to skate it in. And sent back in offside by Owen, as Hudson was still trying to touch up there. Minute 45 left in the third period here. Bree, Parker, Carson, Nolan, and Owen. Face off won by Kansas City and sent into the zone by Calvin. Parker in on a forecheck, forcing some fast decisions here, but Tampa Bay moving the puck pretty well. Sent up the ice here. Breeze right there. Puck comes out of the zone, and Tampa Bay's going to take it in wide. He turns, fakes a shot, takes it around the net. Puck still on a stick there. Sends it back to his D guy. D to D pass here. And Tampa Bay will send it in. Parker's going to pick this puck up. Little speed here. He's got Brianna and Calvin with him. Sends it over to Brianna. Brianna's going to turn and shoot. It's deflected. Puck bounces off. Parker's tries to pick it up there and misses on it. Calvin in here, tries to play that puck back in the zone. Does a good job there. Goes to work in the corner. Two Tampa Bay Bulls jump on it. Parker's going to pick it up, take it around the net. Turns. He tries to throw it to the middle into the skates of a Tampa Bay player. And they'll pick it up here with 38 seconds left. Stretch pass coming, and it's too far out in front, so Owen's going to pick it up. Parker Calvin go for a change. Steven Hiram jump on. Saucer pass over to Bree. Too much on that one. Jumps over her stick. Scouts caught a change here. Stretch pass. Toe drag there. Broken up by Miles. That's a nice job. Steven gets it out of the zone here. Tampa Bay's going to pick this up and wheel right back in. Sends it in deep. 7 seconds on the clock here. Kyle picks it up. Breakout pass to Luke, who sends it up to Steven. That'll be it. First game of the day here. Tampa Bay wins 7-4.
Back in 15 minutes, all right.
Yep, we'll be back in